Good morning, Arthur Rafferty, ASNI TV. This morning I'm speaking on behalf of the Arthur Rafferty Foundation about the corrupt court and legal system we have here in Northern Ireland. Once again, that pro-Sinn Féin IRA office run by Barra McCrory of the Public Prosecution Service has allowed Sinn Féin IRA terrorists to walk free of their crimes, and not for the first time. This office is a joke, and how those muppets that we call politicians stand by and allow it to happen time and time again and do nothing about it. How can our so-called RUC, PSNI, our court services, our legal system and also the public stand by and watch this sham happen? Surely now it's time for this office, the PPS office, to be closed. No other company in the world would stand for it. This is the third time that the Arthur Rafferty Foundation has raised questions about this office, but nothing ever seems to be done. Now, I would like to know what hold this PPS office and Sinn Féin IRA have over those so-called politicians that storm it. I, for one, will make sure that the IRA scum Scapitice, who murdered my father, will not meet Adams and Barra McCrory so that they can walk free, like many others have done. And these orders seem to come right from the top of that so-called corrupt legal system that we have here in Northern Ireland. Well, let me tell those band of cohorts who make these rules to pacify terrorists and murderers that I personally will sort the Sinn Féin IRA scum who brutally murdered my father and the other member of the gang who is still alive and driving around North Belfast in his brand new DLA car paid for by the public purse. Now, just a few words about the way judges at the Family Care Centre at the Leganside courts treat women and their babies. These women have not committed any crimes, yet those so-called judges treat them with total disrespect, showing no sympathy for those mothers who are finding it hard to live and bring up their families in this day and age. Now, my organisation, the Arthur Rafferty Foundation, has spoken to many legal firms asking why they allow their clients to be treated that way by a judge and not answered back. What they told me amazed me. The legal teams tell me that they do not want to offend the judge. Tough on him, isn't it? The judge would hold a grudge on them if he is questioned, as they have to appear before these judges time and time again. So the legal teams are not doing a proper job for their clients, yet they are getting paid legal aid and they are not doing their job properly. I found what those solicitors told me to be very worrying and showed that the court's services here in Northern Ireland to be in a very bad state and that the public is not getting a fair crack of the whip by those legal firms who fear these judges. Surely the human rights of those mothers and children are being violated. I took time to visit the Human Rights Office, not once but twice, to raise the plight of those mothers and children. After 2 meetings, I got no satisfaction at all. The human rights did not want to know. I told them that my organisation, the Arthur Rafferty Foundation, would be raising questions about the conduct of those judges and legal firms and asked the Human Rights Commission for further backings. Not money, not help, just their backings. But they refused to give me any backings at all. Those mothers and children, their human rights are being violated and walked all over by these courts. And the so-called Human Rights Commission are going to do nothing about it. But sure, that is nothing new for them, as I have had trouble with them before. I will be taking the names of the mothers who have been abused by these judges and legal firms, and I will make sure that the European Court of Human Rights hears their stories. And I personally will travel and deliver their names by hand, as the human rights here in Belfast is nothing short of a joke. Now, I will be calling a meeting soon for all of the people whose names they give me to let them know that the Arthur Ruffley Foundation is fully backing them 100%, and I will be calling for changes in that family centre and the way it is worked. The public deserves to be treated like human beings and not like animals. Now, anyone who would like a tape of this story or any one of my stories can call me on my mobile 07715921137. Leave your name and address and I will send you a tape free. Thank you. Anyone who has a story to tell and wishes me to air it can call me on my mobile 07715921137, or I can send out a reporter to get your story. And remember, I will tell your story as you tell me. Nothing will be cut out. See more of my stories on YouTube, arthurruffley.com, YouTube Arthur Ruffley, Arthur Ruffley Docker, YouTube Jack Spot 2012. That is a tip about the brutal murder of my father by a 5-man gang of Sinn Féin IRA, led by Freddie Scappaticci on the orders of the British government, the RUC, the PSNI and the Special Branch. That Sinn Féin IRA scum Scappaticci carried out their orders on their command. Now my email is arthurruffley1@gmail.com. Thank you for watching ASNI TV and listening to the Arthur Ruffley Foundation, and I will see you soon, and good morning.